Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Looking downfield, it's Finley. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Fair catch called for and made. Line gets set, first down. Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colorado.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. He's looking to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Auburn lines up quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
I really like this call to go for it on 4th down in this area of the field. Coming after it. Takes a hit as he fires. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll pull it down. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Handoff from the shotgun. Just ran over him. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, the running back has it. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
To throw, it's Finley. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. From the gun. Give on the inside. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The field goal is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a three-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
On second down, looking again to throw. He makes a catch.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive game. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, he'll let it fly. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Auburn, 0.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
From the gun, the ground game. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out of...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucs! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The inside handoff. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Should Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air. It's Lawrence. They're trying to get to it. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got his man downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tiger! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll try the run. On the move is the 30. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down. Understand the situation. Understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
To the ground with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Looking to throw, it's Finley. Might be looking to run. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 45 on his way. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Number 3.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Colorado, 28. Auburn, 7.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Quarterback will audible. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Flips it out in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Throwing right. And they can't make the connection.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Lawrence. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 4th down attempts, this offense will try it here again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's 4-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, 4th and very, very long. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement, and they're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Looking to pass. It's Finley. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Lawrence. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The offense set for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback extends the play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Here's the handoff. Just steamrolling the defense. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Colorado! And the route is on.
Number 8 with the carry.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 35 to Florida State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Wants to throw. It's Lawrence. Feeling some heat. He'll throw one to his right. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And wings it incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. Gets rid of it. Just a misfire from this sophomore as he threw it behind him.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. He's got it. Touchdown, Buffs! And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 3 with the grab and the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Lawrence trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pitting their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
One thing you can never take for granted defensively is the ability to make tackles in space. That was not easy. That's a running back catching the ball out on the perimeter of the field on 3rd down. He's used to making people miss and looking silly. Great job using fundamentals to get him down, setting up 4th.
And the offense sticking to its 4th down beliefs. Just 1 for 4 so far today, but they'll try it again. Brings it in down the left side. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first to keep the drive alive. QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
He wants to throw. Buys a little time. Complete downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Back to the air one more time. Right down the middle. And the throw down the...
Towards the receiver.
Almost to the grass. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to add another. Right down the middle. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff.
14.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing.
They move the tight end all over. Off play action on 1st down. Hauls it in. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down.
Get set. Gaucho.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
But that's some bull. How they clipped me on the wrong person, motherfucker, right there, and they clipped me on. That's some shit.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Clear. Clear. Dino.
The aerial assault continues. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They're bringing heat. Turns it loose. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Throws to the tight end. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
They think there's room to run to the right here.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Now they'll run it to the right here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement, the epilogue, the finishing touch.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate up